my mum, when I was a little boy, my mum told me that in the future, the perfect man is going to exist, yeah? Perfect man will have scales like a fucking fish, and he's swimming through the water, yeah? And then he would use his fucking scales to dig in like a mole, like a scaly mole. And he would dig and dig all the day long, man. He would dig until he reached the other fucking side of the world. And it would be like, you know, in chess, when you reach the other side, you get powered up, you get better. You get better at the game that way. And so these fish mole men, mole meisters, would climb into the ground to the other side of the world, and they would receive the ultimate power, which is fly, alright? They'd be doing this. Why wouldn't they? If you could fly, why wouldn't you? But that's for another time. These godlike creatures, having all abilities and all knowledge, they would know all things, because air, earth and water, fish, water, don't you get it? These are the types of fables that my mum used to spin for me when I was a little twat sitting on the fucking floor, right? Can you tell that a bit of this is derivative of that episode of The Mighty Boosh, because he says he lay on the ground like a seal pup, you see? He had no feet, you see. Anyway, I grew up listening to these fables so you can see better, so you can see my t-shirt better. I'm repositioning the camera. I grew up listening to these stories, alright? And that's what made me a #1, 2 times #1, twice one. I'm presenting you for a limited time with the Masonic symbol. You do this, right? You start it off. It's a triangle. You start it off. You also have to have a triangular jaw. That's the whole point, because it looks like a Star of David. Because the Masons are all Jews. You do this, right? And you put your fingers where your dimples should be, and that it's like you're a joker. It's like you're a clown, like the bloke from V for Vendetta, the greatest film ever made, in case you haven't seen it, right? So after you've done phase 1 of the Masonic symbol, you get out your fucking corona mask, you put it on like so. You put it on like this. You put it on the reverse way, man. You put it on like this, and that's how you keep the germs out of your eyes, out of your, because that's where the corona is the most lethal, to the retinal spongulator. But that, again, that's for another time. And also, if you got a bald pate that I do, you put it right up top, like a fucking yarmulke, right? Because again, the Freemasons are all Jews. And in case you needed a bit of proof, I got it for you. Just 1 second here, I have it. It's here, alright. Just looking for the funniest. I guess this is kind of funny, but you have to know about Ezra Pound for this to be funny. I'm gonna let you look up Ezra Pound. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Back to the business. Oh, also this. Some twine. Symbol of the Freemasons. Look it up. Right. Back to the issue at hand here. So I grew up listening to these stories. I grew up listening to them. And it made me a better man. It made me better than you. It made me better than the rest of you lot. And that's why I live like a king. I live on top. Let me give you a tour of my abode here, in case you're wondering what a king lives like. What a crowned king. I'm crowned. I'm tonsured and I'm crowned at the same time. Alright? Here's a tour of what you wish you could live like, but you can't because you can't afford it. You can't afford it like I can. Alright. What we got going on here? This futuristic device is called the I hope you can see it here. It's called the deshumidadora, or in English that translates quite literally to 70 pint. I don't really know what it's for. I don't use it. It's just for status, man. It's just to let you know that I have what you can't have. This outside, and I don't know if you can see. Fuck. You see that? That is a chair. I don't know where it came from, but if you look carefully, you can see a banana peel that. Well, it's got some banana in there yet. I'm saving it. I'll put it out there so that the flies would look after it for me. Right, so these are just some of the many things that prove my worth. You gotta have this one. I can exhibition to you. Give me a second here. You gotta have that sweat-stained chair that you got from your grandmum because she didn't want it anymore. It was hurting her back. Hurts my back. But hold on one second. This is gonna blow you away. This is also a Masonic symbol. Just take a minute to soak it in. That's an S. It stands for the S in Freemason. The Freemasons decided that it was too milk toast to do like a use the initial letter for their, I don't know what acronym thing. It's too obvious. And S, they were feared that the S would remind people of their subsidiary group called the Schutzstaffel, of which I'm also a member. But again, for another time. Alright, this video is much too long. I've got nothing else. Nothing else to show you. Except my monster dong, buddy. You wanna take a look? It's right there. It's out. You can't see it, but it's there.